We don't know what happened.
We don't know.
Come back, y'all.
Come on.
Back. Come back.
Come on in the room.
Come on in the room.
Did she say, and he writes all my scriptions? He didn't say prescriptions. He said a scripture.
Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happened.
We don't know. Sorry.
Oh, so I need to go back.
just sent a message on the other live for everybody to join us back again. We don't know what happened with the connection. Is that your sister, Shanette?
Shanette Mitchell? Yes.
Hey, Shanette.
Hey, Shanette. Back on.
Shout out to my little
Eugene
sister, Shanette Mitchell.
McNeil. Kiki. Hey, Kiki.
We back, y'all. We had some technical difficulties.
Yeah, it was getting a little hot. The
And
system couldn't handle it. We had so many people on live. I mean, we had like a lot. We're already at 101 comments.
All
if that
right.
says anything. So thank you guys.
Thank you for your support.
Please continue to share the group's page with your friends, because you just never know who needs this specific page. Again, it's not for just women. We want more men. So your homeboys, your round the way homeboys, we want everybody to join.
Girl.
You know, your work husbands, your cousins.
Not your work husband.
Work husbands too.
Your
work husband?
We don't be like no messing.
But not have no mess. That's the work husband. He just he know what he's supposed to do. Be your work husband. He better.
Let me go tell Mr. Thomas I got a work husband.
Now, if you're married, you ain't supposed to have a work husband.
Okay, you gotta be double married.
Wait, so listen, so I think I'm gonna post that tomorrow. If you're married, should you have a work husband?
Hell
no.
My homeboy. Shoot, my homeboy from work.
Listen,
Put it all in there.
My husband, I attended a couple of events for my sorority, and it was this one frat brother that would always take pictures with me. Well, he was a newer frat, so of course, he's jumping in all the photos. So it was nothing but, honey, I come home and I show my husband the pictures. One event, he was like, "Oh, okay, what's that?" So I show it to him. I tell him. The next one, he said, "Wait a minute, so who is that?" I said, "That's the same dude." "Oh, okay." The third event, he was like, "Now wait a minute, y'all got another selfie?" Now, anybody who knows my husband, he's 6'5", right? Tall, big guy. He's got smaller now. Still sexy to me. Anyway, so tall, big guy. Don't say much. Really laid back here. But when he says, "No, wait a minute, babe."
Okay.
Y'all done took
his brother in too many pictures.
One too many pictures. Y'all went to one.
Honey, I seen him at the next event. I was like, "Hey."
Okay.
No over there. No pictures. Stay over there.
Way over there. I ain't took a picture with him since. You hear me? Since, and it's been over 6, 7, 8 months. I ain't playing. Mr. Calhoun is spoke.
Okay.
So we had a post right before, maybe an hour or so before the podcast, and it came through our inbox. When I post something that says from the PLT inbox, it is not me posting the post. It's somebody else who sent it to me through a messenger or some sort, and I just go ahead and post it for them because for whatever reason they want to be anonymous or they don't want their name to post or whatever. They just want to see what y'all say. So it's not me. I know sometimes I post it and y'all be asking me questions. I'll be like, "I don't know," So it came from my messenger, and it talked about biblically, how can women say that they don't need a man when they came from a man per Genesis, and they came from a man, and they wasn't even on the earth when. Let me go ahead and read it because I'm trying to pair it. What happened, girl? You moved it. I moved it.
It was there.
It was there. So basically, it was saying that. How do you? Okay, let me go ahead. He found it for me.
Okay.
It says, Pink Squad. I study a lot of the Bible. Genesis says that when Adam was created, he was by himself. Eve was never alone. She was brought to the earth for man. What did we replace man with if women don't need him? Why do women feel like they don't need a man? Let's talk about it.
Ooh, somebody had just posted on the page earlier. I can't remember who it was. It was on the other line, but she said because women feel like they can do bad all by themselves. That's just the answer to that. We feel like we got it. I work. I know how to clean. I know how to cook. And to be frankly honest, a lot of people probably say, "Oh, I got vibrators too," right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. This is a grown-up page, so we can say that. So they're like, "Okay, so what do I need a man for? I can take out my own trash. I can get my own hair done, my own nails done. And I tried to love a man. I tried to be in several relationships, and I got hurt. Let me protect myself. Let me go ahead and be closed in, and I don't need you. Period. Point blank." So,
but when you come from a biblical, when you come from a biblical aspect, when I read that, I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Because I personally, even though I drink and I cuss a little bit, I believe in the word of God, and I try to walk as close to the word of God as I can. Now I do fall periodically.
oh yeah, we all do.
But thank you for the grace and mercy.
All fall short of the glory.
But I do try to walk as close as I can. And so when I read that, it kind of was like, whoa to me, because I am, in my head, I'm a successful Black woman, and when people ask me, what do I bring to the table? I tell them I bring the table. I bring the table and everything to it, because I believe in my head that I have everything that it takes to be the woman, So in my head, I feel like, well, I really don't need a man because I got the table. I bring the whole table. I bring everything. But when that comment was made, it was kind of like a, because I know that I was pulled from somebody's rib. Where is he at, Lord? Where is the man that I'm? Okay.
Your rib mate.
That's another story. But I know that I was pulled from somebody's rib, per the Bible, right? And so I know that I didn't exist until he was. But for me, it's like when I read that, it was like, man, why do I feel like I don't need a man? You know what I'm saying? And in my head, I still feel like, well, I really don't need one. But then that's probably why sometimes I feel incomplete, right? I feel like there's something missing. It's my body yearns. And the Bible also said that a woman, that God placed in a woman a desire to be married. That's right. So that desire, that yearning is in me for him. So it's like that it really slapped me in my face, which is why I love this forum, because sometimes you need to be slapped in the face with some stuff to make you think about what you've been saying or what you've been thinking, so you can get past, yourself. Because sometimes your blessing is right there. All you gotta do is step over you.
That's it.
And sometimes
being in the way, in the way,
just move on out the way a little bit.
We push that need down, because the reality is, I don't think anybody needs a man. You want one, right? Because I would rather be wanted, even as a friend. I'd rather be wanted than needed. Yeah. Right? That's what I mean in that respect. And I don't think guys get that. I don't think they get, I want you. Do you understand? Like, I want you. I'm not saying that I don't want you because I have all of this stuff already on lock. I do want you. Now, you, at this time, you're dealing with your own self-esteem issues because you don't have the same table that I have. Right. Now, that's something you have to work on. And I don't like men with low self-esteem. It's a turn off. Ain't nothing I can do with you. I'd rather you have a little bit of money and some high self-esteem, because that's attractive to me.
Who said it, Cat Williams? It's called self.
Right. Self.
How you feel about you.
Because what you gonna do? What I'm gonna do with you? I gotta be trying to work you up. I can't.
I'm tired now.
I can't. But I think that out of fear, we push it down and we say we don't need. But in the middle of the night, when you by yourself on certain times, you cry. You cry, and because you want to have somebody to love you and be there with you, no matter how much money you have, or no matter what kind of house you have. It's nothing like the feeling of being in a man's arms and feel protected and loved. I don't care how many dollar signs are in the bank account. Yeah. So when you get honest about that and get out of that fear, because it's just fear that makes you say, because that's a protective mechanism. So you can keep moving without crawling up in a ball. Some women have to do that so they don't get depressed and in a ball like they're not worthy, or all these other things that can happen. Right. And they just protect themselves that way because you've had past hurts. Yeah. And that's just something that happens, but you got to get out of there if you want to move forward. I'm willing to give anything a try. If it don't work, hell, it don't work.
That's it.
But I'm not finna die because it didn't work. Yeah. That is what it is. And I think that's just because I know who I am. And I know whose I am. So I got them other two. Now, who are you?
Okay.
That's it.
That's it, and that's all.
Yeah.
That's for me. That comment really kind of opened my eyes to a lot to the way I was thinking,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm working on people. So somebody just told me yesterday that I come across as real arrogant, and I think that sometimes I can, I can be, because I think I'm the stuff, and well, no, I'm just playing, but I'm not really, because when it's 20 degrees in Dallas and nobody laying next to me keeping me warm, I be wishing that I was a little nicer to some people. You know what I'm saying?
But you don't want to just tolerate anything.
Right.
Right.
Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't cut them off.
What you doing? That
Right.
WYD?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to read this comment, y'all, because this was a good comment, and it's from Tammy. It says, I went through the I can do bad by myself when my child was born, but that didn't stop me from dating. I just realized that he was not the man. Now, that's very important right there, just that part alone, that she was able to realize that. And then she says, as a mother, I can't say I don't have it when it's something that my child needs. Right. But for some men, they feel like when you say that, that they're supposed to be okay with that. You're supposed to be okay with that when they say that. But, and you know what? And I thought about that too, because I know that sometimes when you're in relationships and you have children, and then you say, of course, as a mother, and I don't know how many people feel like this, but I'm going to always spend my last dollar on my kids.
Always.
That's going to be always. Even if I can't get my hair done, I'm going to get something for my kids.
Yep.
So I think that sometimes, too, when you're in these relationships with guys and they feel like when you say you could do bad all by yourself, well, literally, like if I have something else I got to take care of, then I can do it myself. Like, but we do want, like Thomasina say, you do want somebody to be there for you, but you do it yourself. Yeah. Like if you have to, I'm going to be honest with y'all, sometimes in marriages with kids, you still doing it yourself. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it doesn't, I feel like she said, with the love, at the end of the day, you want to know that you have somebody who loves you, care about you. Y'all can talk about your day, hug on each other, whatever. But it's a lot of stuff we can do by ourselves. Yeah. But I don't think that means that I don't, like the need and the want are two different words.
There you go.
And that kind of remind me of our post before about the provider. Right. Like you got to be careful with these words, because these words have different definitions
for different people, because we don't know their walk of life. So everyone thinks a little bit different. Their journey is a lot different than yours. That was a good topic and a good response, Tammy. Hey, Tammy Boo.
Hey, Tammy Boo.
Hey, Tammy.
What Tammy Boo?
Tammy D.
Oh, hey, Tammy.
Tammy. My birthday tweet.
Yes, speaking of